kung meron kang ebidensya, ba't katakot na sagutin sa answer? I would have thought that the Vice President was more courageous and more transparent since sinabi ng kanyang mga spokesperson at defense team na ready na sila. At maalala natin, ang sinabi niya noon, to quote a previous, maybe long time statement, meron daw bloodbath na mangyayari. Saan ang bloodbath na yun? Nakikita ko, personally, bubble bath yan, hindi bloodbath. Today, there are 3 law firms here. My law firm, Kapunan and Castillo, sa Legal and Pecabar. And there will be many other law firms and lawyers joining. We are a supportive role. We are here, kagaya ng mga kaso kung sa korte, we are here under the control and supervision of the public prosecutors. So, ang role po namin ay assist. Ang role po namin ay to give recent jurisprudence on, because we are all practicing lawyers, recent jurisprudence on what is material, the rules on evidence, the rules of court, updating the public prosecutors on recent jurisprudence in the Supreme Court. So lahat po kami ay lead dito. Lead private prosecutors po kaming lahat. In the sense that we will all be leading ourselves into supporting whatever the public prosecutors need, or whatever we feel is useful and necessary for a full, fair, and strong presentation of evidence. So, sa sagot niyo po, supporting cast lang po kami. Wala po kaming billing issue dito. Sino ang bida dito? Ang bida po dito ay ang taong bayan. Supporting cast lang po ang private prosecutors. Of course, ang public prosecutors, yun po ang kami wala kaming talent fee eh. So, support lang kami. But it is the public prosecutors really that will be leading this. And that's all I can say. So,
sabi niyo nga po, supporting characters. Pero, are you eyeing to cross-examine the Vice President?
If that is the role that the public prosecutors will assign to us, yes. But I think the public prosecutors are, in our view, all competent to cross-examine the Vice President if and when she appears. That is the big question mark.
Kay Kong Jervil po, kasi nagsalita rin po si VP Duterte about sa impeachment trial kahapon in an interview at sinabi niya na ipinauubaya niya na po sa mga abogado niya yun pong preparation para sa impeachment trial at klinaro niya na yung mga abogado niya gawin daw pong ginusto niya po na maliit lang yung kanyang team pagdating po dito sa impeachment trial. So since ang marami nga pong gustong mag-volunteer, overwhelming yung numbers, so, more confident po kayo sa conviction in terms po ng mga tutulong?
We are confident about the private prosecutors who are helping us, no? Kasi kilala silang magagaling na abogado. Kung tawagin natin, mga abogado de campanilla. And we are really grateful na because of their prominence, nakaka-uplift ng confidence from our part. Of course, we have to acknowledge na kahit po abogado yung 11 prosecutors, except for Kong Chel Jokno, because talagang seasoned practitioner din ito, but for the remaining 10 prosecutors, medyo napahinto kami ng practice since we embark in public service. And definitely, kailangan po namin ang tulong ng mga private prosecutors because they are the people specialized in litigation, no? At perhaps res ipsa loquitur na to. Alam nyo naman kung gaano kalalaki itong law firm na ito, the PECA Bar, the Kapunan, and even sa legal, no? And because of their presence and support that they are extending to us, indeed, talagang na-boost ang confidence ng 11 prosecutors because of this support, no? And not only that, not only the private prosecutors, we are confident as well because of the strong evidence that we have. But to your question, kung confident ako to secure conviction, it is premature to comment to that. We have not seen, as a matter of fact, the evidence of the Vice President. You will remember, yung sagot niya sa Justice Committee, yung sagot niya sa impeachment court, almost the same. And it evolved on constitutional and procedural and technical issues, no? They did not directly respond to the allegations of offenses under which were anchored in the impeachable grounds. So it is premature to say that the evidence of the prosecution is enough to secure conviction until and unless we have seen the evidence of the respondent.
Thank you, Rose. Our next question will come from Lines Capanti of GMA Online.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon po. On ano lang po, sundutin ko lang about the weight of the evidence. What happens if the Vice President refuses to recognize the issuance of pretrial order? Because I understand the signatory there is Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. What if she decides not to honor it by citing the current Senate leadership issues? Should the Senate impeachment court po consider that as a waiver of her right to present evidence? Halimbawa, hindi siya mag-submit ng pretrial brief. Should the Senate impeachment court po consider that as a waiver already of presenting evidence?
We are all eagerly anticipating the moves that the Vice President will take insofar as the order for pretrial conference is concerned. Malalaman po natin yan within the next few days kung ano yung magiging pagtrato niya sa order na in-issue ng ating presiding officer. It's very hard to put ourselves in the minds of the Vice President and her lawyers, so I'd rather not try to do that. Perhaps let's just wait for them to make their move, and then we can respond accordingly.
Sir, follow-up lang po. About yung binanggit po ni Chair Luistro kanina about the Senate the Senate and the rules should evolve to reflect is evolving and should reflect proper representation. Based on existing jurisprudence po ba, meron po bang batas or jurisprudence allowing the Senate impeachment court to revise their rules and change the threshold needed for conviction? I'm just curious kung if they are allowed to change it, the 16.
Well, insofar as the number, yung two-thirds requirement, yun ay hindi mababago yun dahil nasa konstitusyon yan. Other rules of procedure are within the power of the Senate to amend or revise. Yung isa na lang sigurong magiging issue, and really this is not well settled by jurisprudence, is how do you count the two-thirds? Yung ganun, it's very similar to yung question tungkol sa quorum. Kung dati ang pananaw ng karamihan ay dapat 13, kinlaro na yan ng ating Supreme Court that it could be less than 13 depending on how many senators are within the coercive reach of the Senate. Now, whether that will also apply to the impeachment court ay hindi pa yan nasa-settle ng jurisprudence. So, hindi rin natin alam kung paano ang magiging pagpapasya ng Supreme Court kung sakasakaling umabot doon itong issue.
I wish to add, no? Alalahanin natin the reason why the House of Representatives is here, why the Senate is there. Isa lang ang dahilan. That is to represent the interest of the Filipino people. Doon sa usapin ng change of leadership, narinig natin yung term na within the coercive means of the Senate. And if we are beyond the coercive means, the question is, do you think that the senators are in the proper position to say that they are representing the interest of the Filipino people? I wish to anchor my interpretation on the required number for conviction on that line. Kung makaka-attend, kung makaka-participate, kung makakaboto, then you are representing the interest of the Filipino people. But if you are beyond the coercive means, and as a matter of fact, hindi ka nga nag-attend, hindi ka nga bumoto, why will you be considered for the purpose of determining the number of required votes for the purpose of conviction? Well, this is just my personal opinion. I just want to remind the public about the reason why we have senators. And the reason is to represent the interest of the Filipino people. This impeachment trial is one of the instances when the representation of the interest of the Filipino is very much needed. So kung hindi mag-attend ng trial, hindi mag-attend ng botohan, how can we say that they truly are representing the interest of the Filipino people? And in which case, it should be considered for the purpose of interpreting. After all, if I will be very much literal, what the Constitution provides is 2/3 of all the senators, it used all. It did not use 24. So it is important to hear as well what the Supreme Court will say about this.
Thank you po. Thank you po. That's all on my part.
Thank you, Linesca. Let us hear from Gab Lalu of Philippine Daily Inquirer. Gab?
Hello po. 2 questions po. First, natanong ko na rin po to kay Chair Luistro kahapon. Do you agree dun sa sinasabi ni Congressman Zia Adjong, yung spokesperson po ng prosecution team, na mukhang wala pong ebidensya si VP Sara. Wala siyang depensang na-mount kasi yung strategy niya is towards dismissal. Siguro po sa private prosecutors po natin.
I think yung tinong mo is evident sa sagot ng Vice President mismo. Kasi napakakapal ng sagot, pero ang nagpakapal nun ay annexes. Ano yung annexes? Annexes na hindi bago, annexes ng final niya sa Supreme Court, annex na final niya sa House Committee on Justice, puro annexes. Pag tinignan natin yung kanyang answer, wala namang allegation, wala namang statement kung ano yung ipipresenta nila. On all the articles, they did not state, they did not deny. General denials lang, pero hindi nila sinabi, deny namin to kasi ito ang ebidensya namin. Ganun dapat ang sagot sa answer. All 4 articles of impeachment, wala pong sinabi kung bakit dinideny niya ang culpable violation of the Constitution, ang grave threats, ang bribery, ang unexplained wealth, ang betrayal of public trust. Wala siyang sinagot doon. Walang sinabing we have witnesses to show or this is our evidence. Wala. Question na naman niya, inulit na naman niya. Jurisdiction, 1-year ban, due process. At saka partial daw ang House Committee on Justice, nag-mini trial, abusive daw ng coercive power sa subpoena, at gumawa pa ng sariling ebidensya ang House Committee on Justice beyond the impeachment complaints. Ngayon, sa tanong mo, tama ba ang sinabi ng spokesperson ng House? Ang sagot, oo. Kung meron kang ebidensya, ba't katakot na sagutin sa answer? I would have thought that the Vice President was more courageous and more transparent since sinabi ng kanyang mga spokesperson at defense team na ready na sila. At maalala natin ang sinabi niya noon, to quote a previous, maybe long time statement, meron daw bloodbath na mangyayari. Saan ang bloodbath na yun? Nakikita ko, personally, bubble bath yan. Hindi bloodbath.
Sige po, sir. Sige po.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to second guess the defense of. It's hard to second guess the intention of the defense, no. But that is their position. So for us, no, we will just because the burden of evidence right now is with the prosecution. So we just have to establish our case, regardless of their defense, whether it's pure denial or legal, whatever it is. So we just concentrate on how to establish our cause of action, as indicated in the articles of impeachment.
Regarding my second question po, kanina po kasi nabanggit yung possible, na ngayon na na-publicize na kung sino yung mga private prosecutor, possible yung mga personal attacks. I'm just anticipating. Hindi po kaya magagamit yung background ng iba po sa inyo against yung processes o yung pag-participate nyo sa impeachment, sa prosecution team? Kasi if I'm not mistaken po, parang dalawa po sa mga private prosecutors na nandito ay may background as assistant presidential legal counsel ni President Marcos. Baka po kasi sabihin na naman may politikang involved, or baka gusto niyo pong i-clarify yung position niyo dun.
Well, we cannot really hide our identity, because PECABAR really, since the time of President Marcos Sr., is closely associated really with the Marcoses. But it is the House who enlisted our support, not the President, no, or not anyone of the first family. So, I mean, we cannot hide our identity, unfortunately. But as you can see, me and Dean Jokno we are adversaries in court, no. So, but now we are here together with a common cause. So, as I've said, this is just any other regular case handled by the firm. It's nothing special. So it is just a purely professional engagement.
May I also correct, no? Siguro nakita nyo, naka-flash sa screen that I was like PECABAR, no? I was assistant to the president, no? Mali po yun. I never worked with Malacanang, never had the opportunity. So, typo error lang po. Ang assistant po ang PECABAR. But I echo, no? PECABAR here, we've worked closely with PECABAR kasi ayaw natin sabihin, sinasabi ng part of the disinformation is that this is a Malacanang Senate. Baka sabihin rin nila is this is a Malacanang prosecutors, public and private, kasi nakalagay dyan sa biodata ng PECABAR. I have worked with PECABAR, and I can speak for the private prosecutors and for my lawyers. We do not receive instructions from anyone, whether from the House, whether from the Senate, whether from Malacanang. We do not receive instructions. We are here. We give our professional help. We do our own personal judgments as to political issues and our own separate political beliefs. Iba po yun. Yung mga background po namin, iba rin po yun. So, sasabihin nila na Malacanang ang private prosecutors ay mag-isip-isip sila. Magaling rin kami mag-file ng cyber libel complaint, kagaya ng public prosecutors.
So on the part of our firm, we are vouching on the credibility, the professionalism, and most importantly, yung independence ng ating mga kasamahan from PECABAR. Whatever their past political affiliation, they have nothing to do on the task at hand. Napaka-independent, napaka-credible, napaka-professional, and more than anything, napaka-competent po ng ating mga abogado from PECABAR. Again, it is an honor to stand beside them in this legal battle.
We've heard already the statement of our private prosecutors. As a matter of fact, they are detaching themselves from anyone, no? This is their independent decision to help the public prosecutors. At gusto ko ring ipaunawa sa inyo, by becoming a prosecutor, we are maintaining a stand. And that is to prosecute the Vice President, which will lead, in the absence of their evidence, to a possible conviction. But this position does not necessarily mean that we are associated with any group, most especially Malacanang. We want to make it clear, ang pagpili po ng private prosecutors is exclusive decision ng 11 House prosecutors. It is us who decide kung sino ang tutulong sa amin na private prosecutors. And as they have said, we are not receiving instruction from anyone.
Thank you po.